I'm Lauren and I'm learning all of the stitches in the Royal School of Needlework Book of Embroidery, so you can too. Today I'm going to be tackling turkey rug stitch, which is definitely a trust in the process vibe. So we're going to start at the top side of our fabric, coming down at point A and holding onto this little tail, which will roughly be how long we want our loops. Then we're going to come up to the right of that stitch with point B and going down at point C on the left side, securing our little tail. Now that we've started our row, we're going to come up at point A and go down at point B just to the right side of point A, holding a loop instead of a tail, and then we're going to secure it the same way, going from right to left like we did on the first. Now that I finished my first row, I actually need to re-up my thread, so I'm going to come up underneath my last loop. This will secure the thread so then I can clip it off and create a little tail like we started. Now for our second row, we're going to alternate our directions, and your little securing stitches are going to go from left to right as we move from right to left down the line. Key here is you want your loops to be consistent length and kind of like all aligned together in each row, so they will get a little bit longer each time you move up, and you're not going to have any knots or places to tie off on the back side of this one, which is kind of fun and different. Now that I'm done with all of my rows, the truly stressful artistic part of this process begins, cutting and shaping all of the threads into the final form. So I'm going to start by cutting all of my loops first before I begin on the overall shaping. For the shaping piece itself, I would just kind of think of this like cutting hair, right? You can always get shorter in smaller increments, but if you do like a large cut short, then you can't get that length back. So be patient with yourself in the process and just kind of take your time, go slow, make little adjustments here and there, and eventually you'll get to where you want to go. I didn't have any of the DMC wool thread in the colors that I wanted, but I still wanted that like fluffy aesthetic. So while they have real brushes that will do this for you, I did use a cat brush to kind of separate my thread, which did help fluff out quite a bit. I am pulling these threads a little bit against the grain as it were, so you can see it's a little raised on the fabric, but I do plan on doing a woven stitch for the bottom part of the thistle, which will hopefully secure the bulkiness down a little bit. Another big takeaway I had from the first big flower puff was I didn't need to do quite as many rows, and I also could put my loops a little further apart. So I tried to do that a little bit more with the second flower, and it definitely did cut down on the bulkiness and the time. And here's the final look, which honestly, I am impressed that this is how it came out. I was really nervous that it wasn't going to work, but I love it. So as always, if you want to buy the book or need some supplies, links are in my bio.